CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus is with us now. David, good morning. Let's start with the Super Bowl. It is tomorrow. It's not an official holiday, but for some it feels like one. How much concern is there about a post-Super Bowl surge from parties the way we saw from holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving?
Every single holiday to date, there's been a surge that happens, starting about 2 weeks later in cases and then in hospitalizations and then in death, one after the other. Hopefully that doesn't happen here. Now with the new strain of COVID-19 that are going around the country, the UK variant and the South African variant, which are much more infectious, I hope and hope and hope is that people don't get together for the Super Bowl or the ramifications will be significant. And, obviously the surge we saw in the beginning of January was really difficult on hospitals and ICU beds across the country.
Doctor, I want to get your latest thinking on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. If it is indeed approved, how does that, the one shot, how does that change your thinking on how early everyone who wants to get vaccinated will be vaccinated?
The more vaccines we have, the more armament in our armamentarium, the more vaccines we can distribute, which is what's key to getting us back to a new normal. J&J vaccine is a one shot. There will be, I would imagine, 9 to 10 million doses originally released when it's approved, hopefully in about 3 weeks. And then at that point, there'll be a successive rise in the manufacturing to 100 million by June, which obviously will make a significant dent because it's one shot. Every other vaccine you have to divide by 2 because it's 2 shots. And when you hear 100 million doses, that's 50 million people. Here, 100 million doses is 100 million people. And it's much easier to distribute. It's refrigerated. You don't have to watch people afterwards for reactions. So it could be in locations across the country that don't have big football stadiums, have small vaccination places, and this will help significantly get it out to underserved areas.
On that point, Dr. Agus, a lot of folks in the Midwest were talking about this. What if you mix and match? Say you take the Moderna first dose. Can you take the Pfizer second?
Well, right now the recommendations are that you get the same vaccine. There's a clinical trial ongoing in the UK looking at one, followed by another. And there's some logic to it. The immune system recognizes danger. And with a different vaccine, it's actually more danger and the potential for a significantly larger immune response. So it may not just be okay, it may be better. But those data yet aren't available. And so right now we're recommending getting the same one unless you can't, and then it's fine to get a different one.
All right, Dr. David Agus, you heard it right there. Thank you so much.